Hi, this is Doug, and this is Katie,
Hello.
and this is Atomic Age Pictures. Something you may not know about Katie and I is that we live in Arizona, and it's hot in Arizona.
Welcome to the Devil's Porch.
Which is why we are sitting in a car with air conditioning doing this particular
update video?
Promo?
Yeah, promo
Update
Yeah,
video?
we make no apologies for the white noise. It's only for our survival.
Yes. It was,
if you'd like to see more content, we need this so we don't die.
So, the Arizona, in July, every day in July this year, the high temperature was 110 or higher, except for the 31st of July. So it's been warm. So anyway,
it was a new record.
New record.
It was
absolutely.
a new record, since the beginning of recorded temperatures in the 80s.
Yeah.
When people started recording temperature.
So if you're wondering why we're sitting in a car, which I don't know why you would, because we've done this before.
Well, and every YouTuber has car videos.
Car videos, yeah. That's true.
Even filmmakers have car videos.
So the reason that we are sitting in this car talking to you as we are is because we have an exciting announcement. It is exciting. It's exciting for us at least.
It's so exciting.
Because after a year and a half of sweat and labor and
scheduling interruptions,
and toil and all kinds of other things, the final episode of Imitation is finally done.
And it's a doozy, if I do say so.
Done. It's edited together. It's finished. The music is on it. It's done.
It's pretty. It looks
and
pretty.
very much thanks to my friend David Stipes, who helped me finish up the
Emmy Award-winning David Stipes. The man, the legend.
Who helped me finish up the miniature shots, which I think, considering the conditions under which we shot them, look pretty darn good.
They look really good.
So, anyway, so the episode is done, and what we're here to tell you is that you can watch it on Tuesday, August 8th.
August 8th.
That's 888.
At 8
p.m.
At 8 p.m. Mountain time.
Right. So that's 888. August the 8th at 8 p.m. And we will have, I think we're going to have most, if not all, of the cast will be online to chat about it while we are watching it.
Yes.
And I think David Stipes will be there also.
That's going to be
so great. And I will hopefully be there. I'm supposed to work that night, but I probably can log in from work and
I didn't know that.
Yes, I'm supposed to work that night. But I can probably log in from work. I log in.
Who's going to run this shenanigan show?
It runs itself. I set it up and it starts at a certain time. I don't have to be there for it to happen. I just have to be there to comment on it.
You slacker.
Oh, I'm going to work, so I'm a slacker.
Yes. You're sacrificing your art to chase the dollar. How dare you, you sellout.
Yeah. I'm going and doing customer service at Amazon so that, that's a sellout.
No.
That's a sellout.
Well, you're working for Bezos. My goodness.
Oh, that's true.
The overarching financial oligarch of the world. So.
It is the second largest corporation in America, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't Walmart the number one still?
Probably.
Something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so the point is that the whole thing's done. And you will be able to see it that night if you want. Log in and chat with us, and we'd be happy to.
You okay there?
Swallowed wrong. We'll be happy to chat with you and answer any questions you might have about how we did all this nonsense, and it's I must say I'm pretty happy with the final results. I think it looks pretty good, and I like the way the story went,
And for anyone who logs in, Doug will give you his famous blood recipe, because episode 5 ended with a gunshot wound. So yeah.
Oh, there is blood. Hopefully, we
don't
won't
have
get,
to give your blood recipe. I'm just
saying. I hope we don't get taken down for a cop or for a violence notification.
Oh please.
That's funny.
No, not with the stuff I've seen on
Probably
YouTube.
Not.
No,
probably
no.
not.
It's very tastefully done.
Yeah, it's not gruesome.
It's not gore.
Yeah, it's just some blood.
Yeah.
So, and then the thing that's going to happen after that, after we release that, we've been alluding to this for a while. We're starting a second channel.
Yes.
It's going to be called Atomic Age Originals, and that's where all of our original content is going to go there. And then the
You say we like it's not just you doing wearing all of the hats.
I wouldn't be able to do all of this stuff without your help
I'm a
and
meat
everybody
puppet.
else's
I'm
help.
a meat puppet.
Yeah,
I put on the dress and I walk across the frame.
She makes costumes and she comments on the scripts and says this doesn't work, but that might. She contributes quite a bit.
Great, I have a producer credit because I am a nag.
Isn't that what a producer is?
They're a nag with money, and I don't have that.
No, well, you don't. No, though. See, there's two different kinds of producers.
Okay.
The producers who actually do things.
Yes.
And there's the producers who dole out the
Okay,
money.
I'm a boots on the ground.
Yes,
kind of
exactly.
producer. Okay.
Anyway, so on this second channel is going to be all of the original stuff that we're doing. The original Atomic Age Pictures channel is still going to have the old serials, the public domain stuff. But once we get the second channel up and running, I have an edited version of the entire Imitation series, all put together as one continuous movie with no interruptions. It runs about an hour and 3 minutes long, all put together. So that's going to be one of the first things that's going to go on the new channel.
Should we do a live
once
viewing
we
of
get
that
open.
one? A full
Yeah,
length?
we'll probably
should
do a live
probably
viewing of
do
that one.
Because that would be kind of fun just to see everyone there and like pop some popcorn and
Sure, yeah.
join us for a movie night.
Well, we could rent a theater and do an actual screening.
I would love that.
Yeah.
That it's too hot to leave the house.
And yet we did.
Well, based off of all of the stuff in here, you live in this car, so don't tell me you're leaving your house.
I worked on this car.
I'm just looking. He's got all this equipment in here and everything.
Yeah,
So
and there's
yeah.
junk in the back and props and all kinds of nonsense. Anyway,
Ribbon from Christmas back there
Ribbon
still
from
that he
Christmas.
used as a prop.
actually, that was a costume. Believe it or not.
Oh yes, Amanda's costume.
That was Amanda Lee costume.
Hey, if you can pull it off. I mean, if you can carry it off. That's what I meant. Strictly PG. Strictly
Double entendre.
PG, strictly PG.
Yes. My brain went a different direction.
Well, my brain didn't go anywhere until the words came out of my mouth, and then I went, "Poor Amanda." No. Everything she does is class.
It's classy.
She's
So
super
anyway,
classy. I like her.
please join us on August 8th, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. And we will watch the final episode. I think it's about 20 minutes long, the final episode.
Is it that long?
Yeah, it's 19 or 20 minutes.
Wow.
And,
check us out.
Yeah.
That's like a
yeah.
short film all its own.
Well, hopefully it's not boring.
Well, maybe I'm a little biased, but I didn't find it boring because you're like, what the heck is happening?
Yeah, well,
What's going to happen?
Yeah, hopefully that's the thing through the whole thing is we've got people going, what's going to happen next? Hopefully you let us know.
Well, and
if it's interesting, let us know in the comments.
Well, and I kind of like the fact that it's paced kind of like the original Blade Runner, and it's very
Yeah,
thoughtful
yeah.
in its pacing. It almost has like the Kurosawa slow burn going on of just like it's not going to like hit you in the face every 2 pages. It's kind of I like
Blade
it.
Runner is not exactly an action movie. There's action in it, but it's not an action movie.
Yeah.
It takes its time getting
It's
where
meditative.
It's going. Yes.
It's meditative. I like that. That's not a really good selling point, though, is it? It's like
Meditative?
you'll have a thoughtful evening. No, it's like no, it's
Join
fun.
Join us for a thoughtful evening of meditation and
Yeah.
no, it's a side.
Oh, what's his name? Sir Alistair, Masterpiece Theater.
Oh, Alistair Cook.
Alistair Cook.
Yes.
Sit there with a
Alistair
great
Cook.
big book
Yeah, exactly, and a pipe.
and a pipe.
We're still rambling, aren't we?
You knew what this was going to be when you scheduled it and said we need to shoot an update, and I'm like, okay. And he's like, it'll be real quick. It's never really quick.
If you remember our last update,
It was half an hour.
it was half an hour, but that was like 4 months ago.
It was March.
Yes.
It was March.
It was right
because,
after you got back from your trip.
It was after I got well after getting back
right.
from
Yes,
my trip.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
And then,
true.
of course, the world just exploded in other ways, and we had to do other things. Like all summer, I was hanging out with my nephews because they had summer classes, and then afterwards, I would take them and we would do basically like day camp kind of activities. And so that was me for like the last 2 months. So I got nothing else in the pipeline for that. So I figured I'd get my sewing machine serviced at that time. By the way, I got a call yesterday. They're ready.
Oh, good. See, now you can make more costumes.
I don't do commissions.
Well, when I write something,
I know. I'm like, I can't wear a t-shirt and jeans with this. This needs something this needs a dress.
Yeah, right, exactly.
This needs
See what I mean?
a weird space age looking suit.
That exactly. See, now this is how these crazy things happen. I tell her I've got an idea, and usually it starts out, oh, we could do a photo shoot, and then pretty soon I go, what happened before this photo shoot? What happened after this photo? And then builds into a story, and then
that blue dress in episode 1 was supposed to be just a cyberpunk styled photo shoot.
That's saw it all on. It was.
It popped up in his algorithm. He's like, "What about this?" I'm like, "Ooh, looks Blade Runner-ish." And
she said Blade Runner, and my brain started going.
I blame myself.
And then it was supposed to be one little video that was going to be like 5 minutes long, and that ballooned into this thing that's now.
Well, yeah, because people were going, "What happens next?"
Yeah.
Like, well, shoot, Doug, what does happen next?
And we've got other projects that we're working on now.
Don't tell.
I'm not going to tell them anything other than the fact that it's got to cool off a little bit before we start shooting some of these.
Very
projects.
much. Because walking down the sidewalk will melt your shoes.
It
actually did on one of my costumes with the Blade Runner thing. The suit that I was wearing in the public area with the big screens and everything.
Mm-hmm. At Westgate.
The cement was so hot from the end of the day, and this wasn't even the hottest. That was like in the fall, and it was still so hot that
it was last summer. Because they were only doing the car shows in the summertime, and that's why we did it. So that's why I say we've been working on this for a year and a half.
Yeah, time is a construct. Yeah. But yeah, I just remember that the heat from it melted the adhesive on my shoes.
Yes, there is one shot
the shoes came apart. I had to take it to the cobbler and get them.
There is one shot where if you watch her very carefully,
don't tell.
Very carefully, not to have the bottom of the shoe slip off. It's not real obvious.
You had to tell. That's director's commentary stuff. That's stuff that you do in the bonus features. That's not stuff you do in a promo vid.
And that's the other thing. We are going to have some bonus features because we do have a fair amount of footage of doing our miniature shots. And then we've got some other stuff too. We got
Outtakes, shenanigans, and whatnot.
Outtakes and whatnot. So there's going to be some extras on this too. So anyway, once again,
do we have any shots of the cats walking into the scene when we were at a friend's home to use a very large room, and she has cats and they're friendly. Do we have any?
I don't know if there's any shots. That would be the shots that we did of you on the turntable.
That was one too. Yeah, we don't need to go back and review those shots.
But I think that would be the only time the cats would have gotten into the shot.
And they did at one point.
I think they did. I don't know if
because that big Chungus, the big Chungus guy, he came over when you were.
Yeah, when I was on the ground turning the turntable, he came over to say hi to me. I'm not sure if that's on camera or not, though. It just depends on the angle of the camera.
It's okay. It doesn't. We don't need to revisit it again.
Anyway, there's going to be extras. There's going to be extras, stuff to look at, and
this is such a chaotic.
I will say one thing that I do have a project coming up that Katie's going to be in, but part of that whole project is there's going to be a whole series of behind-the-scenes videos on how we're making it, and I'm not going to go too much more into depth on that, but.
Well, it involves equipment and stylistic choices and stuff like that.
We're limiting ourselves with very specific equipment, and I wanted to see, can you make a whole film
based off of limited resources?
Exactly. Can you make a whole film with just this one particular camera, that kind of thing? And so we're going to do a whole bunch of behind-the-scenes videos in addition to making the film itself. So that's going to be coming up.
And that's going to inform the way it's shot, the way it's written, the way it's rehearsed. So, hooray.
So that's coming up as well. Yeah. Anyway, there's going to be a link down below. Eventually, there's going to be a link down below to the premiere. And I'll have graphics on the screen here.
8 at 8.
888. All you got to remember is 888. 8 p.m. August 8th, Mountain Time.
Mm-hmm.
Be there. Anything else?
It's hot.
It is. It is hot.
And the monsoon has finally started, so not only is it hot here.
It's starting to get muggy.
Yeah, the whole month of July was very dry. So
I'm
now we've got big poofy clouds that are rolling in for the afternoon.
Whirling up right
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it is muggy. So that's another thing why it's not ideal to shoot, because the equipment gets it's put at risk in severe environments. So it's not really something we can do at the moment in the valley. And not to mention, it's really miserable for the crew and the actors.
Well, I have to say, I was out shooting a commercial yesterday and the day before, and the heat got to me. So.
Yeah, you woke up today woozy, didn't you?
Yeah, I was not. I did not.
I get
feel
a
real
message
good
from him going, "I don't feel."
We were supposed to shoot this morning at
before
7 o'clock.
it got hot,
and it's now like 1:30. So I said, let's push this back to the afternoon so I can get myself together. I was
because we were going to actually avail ourselves of nature before nature turned on us.
Yeah.
And,
it would only be 90 degrees instead of 106 or whatever.
Hey, we shot some of the scenes in blackout. I was in high heels in the desert, and it was in the 90s at 6 a.m.
Oh, yeah. Yep,
I remember that. I had to get up at 4 and do my hair and makeup and show up in high heels and walk through the desert in gravelly hot. Oh, it was... yeah.
And that was another one.
For the love of the craft.
If you haven't, by the way, if you have not seen Blackout, it's on.
Are you going?
It's on the channel.
It's on the channel.
It's
Are you
going to
port it over to Atomic Age Originals?
Probably.
You should.
Yeah, probably. But if you have not seen Blackout, Blackout is a film noir. It's in black and white. It takes place in 1953, and it is on the channel here somewhere. You can look.
At some point, you should talk about the kind of lenses and filters that you use to get that very noirish look too. Because didn't you shoot that on a DSLR or something?
No, I shot it on a Canon HX A1, which was a kind of a big camcorder that had a fixed
it was like
zoom lens.
It was like a prosumer.
It was kind of a professional camcorder, and it had a very nice L series lens, and I used special filters, and also it had
so pretty.
It had a thing where you could create color profiles in it, and I created a black and white profile for it. So the whole thing was shot in black and white. That way, somebody couldn't later tell me, "Oh, give us the color version."
Well, it wouldn't have looked as period if it was color, because there were certain, certain environments in which we shot where the decoration was very clearly, it's like, oh my goodness, this is a late 80s color aesthetic.
Yeah.
That's not going to look right. But if you shoot it in black and white, suddenly it's like, oh, you're just looking at the architecture of the furniture instead of the color. And it worked.
It worked very well. Yes.
It worked really well.
We were way off topic.
I don't care at this point. We're at the end, man. We're at the end.
We're finally finished with this project. Yes. So anyway, please join us.
Yes.
And thanks for if you're still with us.
If you're still watching.
Thanks for hanging out with
at
us.
At some point we got to put like some kind of giveaway at the end of, just to see if who stays until the end, and go, comment down below or direct message us that the code word is.
Maybe we could give away a prop or something like that. I don't know.
One of your Blade Runner guns.
Oh, no.
I knew it. Those are going to go on the little prop shelf, and he's going to be a little prop goblin and just be like, that's my thing.
By the way, the telephone fell apart. I need to glue everything back together.
Well,
the telephone.
It was
the Blade
held
Runner
together
telephone.
with like hot glue.
It was totally.
It's not going to stand up.
I need to get some epoxy and put it all back together.
Yeah, and clamp it together, and
So, but that's, maybe, that could be a thing we could do. Maybe
how to make a?
No. When we do the full length version.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do a giveaway or something for the full length version.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah. Anyway,
the T-shirt Amanda wore. That's what people will want. They will want Amanda's shirt.
That's true. We're talking about the Amanda Lee,
the magnificently gorgeous model.
Yeah, she wore the Off-World T-shirt in all of the Off-World ads. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure out what we're gonna do with that. We'll have to
give away the blue dress.
You just want to give away the blue dress.
I have trauma. That thing was. That thing,
Well,
it was
see,
like wearing a very thin sheet of plastic.
I
And when it's
still-
winter, it's not fun.
I still have an idea for one more photo shoot with that out where the horses are, the metal horses.
Yeah, the metal horses.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that would look pretty.
And you don't know what we're talking about with metal horses because you haven't seen this episode yet that's coming up. But if you watch the episode with us, you'll find out what the metal horses are all about.
oh, nice little,
Yeah, little breadcrumbs.
breadcrumbs.
Yeah. So if you don't watch,
You'll
won't
never know.
You'll never know what
because
the
it's
metal
not
horses
like
are.
any of the viewers live in Scottsdale and know what we're talking about just by.
Nothing.
Oh, now it's me that's
Oh,
giving too
you're-
much
yes.
information.
Thanks for joining us. How far are we into this thing now?
Too far.
20 minutes.
Hey,
20 minutes.
It's still not as much as the last.
It's
episode.
true. That was more like 40 minutes.
You know, we need to just start a podcast where we just talk
probably
movies
should.
and stuff and just
Yes.
tell stories.
We probably should.
We
Have you
probably
seen-
should.
Did you see that link I sent you?
Yes.
The UFO thing?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be a good video. We could go do the UFO thing.
We're not doing UFOs.
Oh, we gotta go do the UFO
Market
thing.
is saturated. Market is saturated.
Oh, but there's all new
Market is saturated.
interest
Market
because of
is saturated.
because of the
I don't
the
want to stand out in the
Congress.
middle of nowhere in the middle of the night. Thanks, very.
No. It's at the
Oh,
aquarium.
right.
It's at the aquarium.
I know the exhibit.
It's an experience. It's a UFO experience.
I'm gonna leave my house. I want to do it for something I want to do. You know what? Grab Amber. She would love that.
She might.
She would love
might.
that because
Although there is the aquarium, which I've never actually seen.
that's that too.
It's nice and cool because there's all that water. It must
Tempting
be cool.
me with air
It
conditioning.
must be cool because there's all that water.
I have air conditioning at home, Doug.
You just don't want to leave home.
You're darn right.
Have I mentioned that Katie is a hermit?
I'm actually naturally an introvert. Nobody believes this when I tell them,
We both are.
but I'm an introvert. If I have to put on something other than sweats and slippers, I'm like, give me a reason.
Do you know what I did not mention? That I need a haircut.
Oh
I
yeah.
did not mention that I need a haircut.
No, you need to grow it out like Stokowski.
The problem is that my hair won't do this.
No,
It'll
it will
just
if you
go
do
down-
hairspray.
Well, yeah, I could do.
You coif it like Stokowski and just show up
80s
on
big
set.
hair.
Well, no, you do like the David Lynch hair. Do David Lynch hair, and then show up on set. Everyone will take you so seriously as an artist because you're going to be like, he's so eccentric and odd.
Right. Yeah, that must
He
be
must be a
yes.
genius.
Must be a genius because my
Show
hair
it with air, the
is-
David Lynch air.
sticking out to here.
Yeah, why not?
Thanks for joining us for this nonsense, and we will see you on August 8th at 8 p.m.
Thank you. Yes.
888.
888 Mountain.
888 Mountain Time for the episode 6 of Imitation.
Yes.
What's the name of the episode? Episode 6.
Wasn't it Memento Mori?
No, that was the
fifth.
previous one.
I don't remember because it's been a year and a half.
I know. The episode title is A New Life Awaits.
Okay.
That's the episode. So there's another little
You
breadcrumb.
wrote it. You
for
should have.
Do you think I remember something after I write it?
I
don't remember any of
am
that
the
stuff.
I am the puppet. I just stand there in the dress and do what you say. So I have no will of my own. You should know the name of your script.
I don't. As soon as I type it, it's out of my head. And it's down on paper. I don't have to remember it anymore.
That's dangerous. Wait, did I write that?
Well, if I didn't do that, then my head would be so full of things that I'm trying to remember that I wouldn't remember anything.
I get it. I understand.
I have to write stuff. I have to make. I make
I
lists
have
for
lists
myself.
on lists
Yeah.
on
What do I
lists.
need to do today? Okay. All right.
Yeah, get up, brush my teeth,
Yeah.
comb my hair. Oh yeah, I got it.
Sleep in there at
basic
some point.
self-care. Okay, okay, right. Yeah, always a good idea. We'll do that tomorrow. That's my list.
Do that too. Yes. The
Basic
procrastinators-
self-care.
Procrastinators.
Nah.
Let's do that tomorrow.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
that tomorrow.
That's a song by Walla Voodoo.
Oh, Wall of
I'll do it
Voodoo.
tomorrow. Yeah.
That's a non sequitur right there.
It totally.
Right now, I've
just-
got Mexican radio in my
Right,
head. I
right.
blame you.
You should.
That's enough. Okay, we. We're done.
I think we're done now.
We're done. Things have gone into loop-de-land, and we're not coming back.
If you like these crazy videos where we sit and
Tell
talk
us,
about
yeah.
nothing, make a comment down below. We'll make more of them if you like them. Because this doesn't take too awful much
Car
effort.
musings. Stream of consciousness nonsense that you'll either find incredibly entertaining or just horribly annoying. There will be no middle ground.
No.
There's not, I can take it or leave it. It'll be like, either you love it and you want the t-shirt,
This
or
is like
you
my
hate
dinner
it.
with Andre.
Oh, it's not like my dinner with Andre, please. Please,
So 2 hours
no.
of two people sitting and talking over dinner.
Yeah.
Isn't that what I've never actually seen my dinner with Andre, so
Okay. They have action figures, you know.
why am I not surprised?
No. I'm. It's a waiting for Guffman thing.
Oh.
It's a waiting for Guffman
I
thing.
didn't know. I figured, if they've got a Bob Ross action figure, I figured they probably would have dinner.
No.
with Andre.
The joke. Never mind.
I didn't know
You
the
explain it more, that'll make it funny, right?
Well, that is the whole basis of Monty Python humor. Keep doing it until it's funny.
Well, yes, but they've perfected the art. I am such a piker, I wouldn't be able to.
They keep doing it
remotely.
until it's funny, and then they keep doing it, and it becomes not funny anymore. But then they keep doing it until it's funny again.
And then it's even funnier the
Yeah.
next time. Yeah, I know. It's its own kind of absurdist
It is.
genius.
It
yeah.
is.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop. We're torturing people now.
If they're still watching. Surely there's somebody still watching going, is something going to happen? Are
Yeah,
they going to do
these
something?
two
Are they
self-indulgent
just
people
gonna
are
sit
just
there
gonna sit there and
talk?
talk about nothing. Well, hey, you know what? I blame the Seinfeld generation. There was an entire series based off of talking about nothing, and it lasted, what, 8 seasons?
At least.
At least.
Something like that.
More than that, I think. It was like a decade of talking about nothing.
Okay, you know what? We're done.
Okay.